Hey, what's up guys? Jerry here again with another video covering the new Heroes of the Storm content and upcoming content that will hit the Heroes of the Storm scene in the near future, or maybe even later in its life. Dustin Broder, the head game director for StarCraft 2 and Heroes of the Storm, has basically announced an addition that the team of Heroes of the Storm is kind of looking to implement into the game itself. It is a more so trying to promote how team-based the Heroes of the Storm scene is. The game itself, it's very fast-paced, very team-oriented versus other MOBAs at the moment. So basically what it is, they just want to agree and add a voice chat system. So what would a voice chat system essentially be, and what could it bring into the community? What are the pros and cons? So pretty much, as it stands, people really complain about the fact that the ranking system, as far as a player's rank versus their MMR, there shows a high disparity between both. People argue that they're playing with people at a high rank that they believe that they shouldn't be at, or the other person shouldn't be at. So it creates a lot of controversy. It kind of goes both ways as far as the community's position on this kind of announcement. I believe itself that it will bring a positive effect to the scene. Obviously, there may be some people who will scold you, tell you off, swear at you even. But as fast as Heroes of the Storm pans out, the games, the feeling, the flow of the game, and how team-based and team-oriented it is versus other MOBAs, I believe that this is almost a necessity, and it'll actually bring less toxicity to the scene than more so that it would bring in general. The reason why is because most of frustration, most of why people go on tilt, most of why people feel to lash out is the lack of tools they can communicate with their team. Simply just having a chat system in-game, especially Hero League, even with the ping system in the game, I feel is not as polished enough, not as complex enough to kind of get that point across. I feel like this will essentially bring a more direct aspect, more team, an easier tool to allow puggers, to allow solo queuers to kind of communicate with their team, communicate their thoughts, and even if there should be rage, it will be resolved way quicker than it would be just from standard chat or maybe even pings. So other people may argue, well, people are just gonna scold, people are just gonna troll, people are gonna spam music, they're just gonna get scolded. Keep in mind, there's still mute buttons. You can still mute someone in any game that has a chat system. There's always a mute function. I feel as if in a high level tier game, or even low level tier game, it'll be way easier for you to kind of communicate with your teammates. And it could add a way more dynamic to the game. Kind of see, what plays to do, how your team plays, the people that you're playing with that you've randomly met when you queued up. It'll allow way more, it'll give way more clarity to the game, and I feel as if it'll be a great addition to it. So anticipate the chat system heading into Heroes of the Storm. Not in the near future. I want to correct myself, probably later when they finally release Season 1 of the Heroes of the Storm ranking system. I feel like it'll go in tandem, and yeah, pretty excited about what's to come. This is the second segment for today's videos. I'll release one more video after this. So again, this is Jay Reese signing off for the Underscore Movement, and thank you all for watching.